had a vision of a WAR coming to America, and I had this on October the 5th. I'm going to share the whole vision on here so you can see it. You're going to have to, go fast so you can finish it because it's pretty long. In this vision, I was hearing the radio. It was a preaching or a song. I can't recall exactly what it was. But as I was about to turn it off, it began to send a message, a national emergency. It first said Florida and other states has been hit by the enemy. Seek shelter now. The message went on over and over, and it kept saying, New York was hit. The Statue of Liberty has fallen. Then it said Boston is hit. This and other states seek shelter now, and it kept saying seek shelter now. Suddenly, my husband called me to the phone, and as I went to answer the phone just turned off. I couldn't answer, and I heard like a boom. So when I heard a boom, everything went off, like the power, everything went off. Like it was, I don't know, I can't explain why. I can't say the words exactly on here, for many reasons. So before I could react, I was in shock. So I suddenly tried to call him back, but the phone wasn't working. So I went in my room because apparently I had another, like a satellite phone that my husband had left me in case of an emergency for some reason. So I went in the room. As I went in the room, the phone began to ring. So my cousin in the Cayman Islands was calling me. So I picked up the phone, and she said, "Tell me that what I'm seeing on the news is not true." And I said, "Yeah." She said, "Please tell me that this is AI." And I said, "No, it's not AI. We are under strike." That's what I told her. So, but I had to go. I told her, but I have to go. I was trying to rush her off the phone, waiting to see if my husband will call, but he didn't call. So I ran to the room to wake up my son and said to him, "Do you remember Mama told you that this was going to happen and that you had to pray to Jesus to protect us and get us through this?" He said, "Yes, Mama." And I said, "I'm going to get the baby ready while you pray." He sat there and prayed, and I was running all over the place looking for my diaper bags, and I only had 8 diapers. And I remember saying, I told my husband we needed, more diapers, but we didn't prepare. As I was looking in the pantry for canned goods and different things that I could, stock in the diaper bag to leave the house. And then suddenly I heard the windows begin to, shatter from, what was happening outside. I saw ashes, a fire coming in the bedroom, coming in, our house. And I saw one that was burning the sheet in my son's bedroom. I ran and I turned it off, and I told my son, "We have to leave. I just wish I could reach Daddy to tell him where we're going to be." As I went outside, I saw tankers with flags from other countries, with the country that starts with R and the country that starts with CH in our neighborhood. And I saw soldiers. They looked at me, but they also looked away like they didn't see me. I ran with my children to leave the neighborhood. As I was almost out, I then saw my neighbor leaving with his family, his wife and children. And he looked out the window at me, with a sad face, like, "I wish I could help you, but I just can't." And it was a horrible feeling. As I share this, I'm still shaken by what I saw because it felt so real. So as he left and we were almost out of the neighborhood, I told my son, "We're gonna be okay. We just gotta get on the highway and see if we can get close to our uncle who lives close to us," I said. And as we were going on the highway, I saw so many vehicles. All new vehicles were dead. Nothing was working. And the only vehicles I noticed that were working were the older vehicles, like old vehicles. And as we were on the highway, I saw a church, and I say, we can take shelter in this church. And as right before I get to the church, I heard like a boom. It was an aircraft that fell into the church, and there was fire everywhere. So I stand there, and there was chaos everywhere. It was chaos everywhere. It was fire coming from above everywhere. And I remember in the dream, I said, "Lord, what is happening?" And I heard the Lord said, "Like the 5 foolish virgins, many will not be ready." Then when I heard that, I said, "Lord, please take me out. Lord, please take me out of this place." So then suddenly the Lord took me out of the vision. And when I woke up, I was crying. I was shaking. I was crying. I was disorientated. I didn't know if this was happening or it was just, a bad dream. And I sit there and I prayed, and I heard the Lord say, prepare, because time is running out. And the Lord gave me scripture, but I'm going to make another video to give you scripture, because this scriptures is very powerful and it sounds like judgment. So God bless you, and I hope that you can watch the video.